I'm at a point now where, you know, you do something monotonously all the time, it gets a little bit boring. Well, I keep planting stuff out into the polytunnel with the hope that it will germinate and grow, and either a bird or a mouse or something keeps eating my sunflowers and my sweet corn and my peas, despite putting like plastic pots on the top, cloches, bits of plastic roll that, you know, held down with weights. Not done anything to stop it. So, as it's May, and I really don't think we're going to get any more frosts now. Unpredictable British weather. I'm going straight into the ground with everything. So if you have a look, every one of my little tripods all the way back down the back of the garden as well there, I'm putting in each of these sections 3 different species of legume. So for example, I've got a white type of a white seeded runner bean called Moonlight, I think it was called, which makes sense now that I say it out loud. Normal, like regular purple black spotted runner beans. There's French climbing bean, one called like Blue Lake, don't know why because it doesn't look blue to me. A whole series of different types of pea, Mange 2, snap peas. So with each of these, so hopefully what will then happen is I'll just generate a whole load of different types of flowers and they'll all cross with each other, so next year a whole different style of legumes, because there's so many different varieties of family. One thing that I haven't been successful with though, and I think it's because where I tend to leave, well, where I've left stuff germinating and which hasn't been eaten, I put them into pots of water or like trays of water, you know, to keep them moist. Soya beans, not one soya bean germinated, because I think they like drier conditions, which would probably make sense for their tropical climes, right? Yeah, they've all gone mushy, like as if I was to make a hummus out of them or something, like chickpeas would go when you soak them in water. So yeah, there's that. And then, so yeah, like I just said, it's one of those things where it's a little bit repetitive going from each one, but hopefully with it in the ground, the root systems can obviously establish. Oh, and because I've layered all this straw on, where I've put fresh mulch of compost and manure onto the ground, the straw should, as I'm sure anyone who's into doing gardens will know, it's going to keep all the moisture locked in the ground. Hopefully deter the predators somewhat, like the slugs are going to have a little bit more of a ride of their life to get to anything. Once it starts to pop up through the soil to eat, it might deter them. And yeah, probably just keep the temperature of the ground a little bit warmer, retain that moisture, and reflect the sun's rays because of the whiteness of the straw. That's the theory anyway. And we shall see if proof will be in the pudding in a few months' time, whether or not it works. And then obviously in the center of each of these, I put sunflowers and sweet corn. Once again, directly put them into the soil this time, because as much as I've tried, wasting sounds a bit bad, but most of the seeds that I kind of kept from last year, from what I grew, have not done too well. And then I've resulted to having to buy more seeds. That being said, I have I literally have a box of so many different species of plant. Anyway, there we go. That's going to conclude 5 minutes. That's a long enough video.